Hello friends, this is the fourth lecture on Discourse. So, the last lecture we saw that a discourse, you must intermingle a discourse with what? Arguments, tales, questions, opinions, and also jest. Jest means humor. A discourse should have, the person who makes the discourse should have a sense of humor. It's very important. Otherwise, people will get bored and tired. Okay. And about just, he says, just should not touch religion, should not touch very important persons, should not touch matters of state. For example, there is a quarrel between two states. See, a fight between, say, on a border issue or something like that. Don't make fun of that. Understand? Then again, person business, somebody is doing some very important business, just started it, don't make fun of that. And again you have got objects deserving pity. For example, when he saw the traveler, the wounded traveler in the story, Good Samaritan, if you make fun of that wounded traveler, that will be a very terrible thing. And that will not be forgiven even by God. Understand? Same with when the prodigal son returns, say asking pardon, I have sinned against my father and against heaven, then you make fun of him, that will be a very cruel thing. So anything deserving pity, we should know. Or when you see beggars, or a physically or a mentally challenged person, if you make, if you say crack jokes on that, then that is unpardonable. Okay. Then he says there are still certain people who do it, who thinking that, oh, for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I have been cracked on the joke, okay, this time I will do it without caring for or without any control. So that has to be bridled. So 7:7 says that is a vein which should be bridled. That is a vein means that kind of attitude. That is an attitude that should be bridled. What is an attitude? That is without any discretion, cracking jokes for the sake of it. Understand? That should be bridled. Bridled means control. And then the next is Latin, that is quoted from Ovid. Ovid's Metamorphoses. 2:120. 120 is the line, and then 2 is the division. And it is pari, poor, stimulus et fortius loris. Latin is read as it is written. I have very often told you, probably if you have attended some of my formal lectures, you know that Latin is a phonetic language. Phonetic language means you read and write in the same way. But English is not like that. English is unphonetic. You write in one way and read it another way. For example, neighbor, debt, then knife and so on. You don't say knife, but you say knife. Debt, D-E-B-T, but you said debt, not debit. So like this, in this case, camel, so there are many words like this. But Latin is a phonetic language. So what you do, you read and write in the same way. Like Hindi, you write ledka, then you read it as ledka, not lodka or something like that, or atka or no. You read as it is. So here it is, it's a pari. Pari means weight. Pari, weight. Poor means boy. You wait boy. The context is, I told you that this is Apollo's words to his ambitious son Phaeton when he wanted to drive the chariot of the sun. So Apollo's son wanted to drive the chariot of the sun. Sun's chariot, the vehicle of the sun. And then Apollo advised like this, don't use the spur. Spur means, when a horseman, they have a special kind of shoes, and somewhere at some part of the shoe there are nails. The nails. Now those nails are used for pricking the sides of the horse. Then the horse will run very fast. That is spur. So in Macbeth, Shakespeare uses this, spur my ambition. That means let my ambition become faster in action. That is the faster, spur. So spur is a nail actually. This attached to the horsemen, those people who ride horses, attach their shoes, then some part of their shoes, where they can use it for pricking the sides of the, pricking means doing like this, no? That is. So pricking the sides of the horse, and the horse will run faster. Some days the horse will run fast, it will run so fast, you won't be able even to control it. So that is what he says. So the Apollo advises his son, you are driving the chariot of the sun, then don't use the spur, use only the reins. That's the pari poor stimulus et fortius gloris. Stimulus means don't give stimulation by using the spur, but you control the chariot by pulling the reins. That's what he says. So that means, in other words, simple language, it means should be controlled. Such people and their way of talking should be controlled, bridled. That is pari poor stimulus et fortius gloris. And generally, men ought to find the difference between saltness and bitterness. That means they should see the context. So the difference between saltness and bitterness, that's the basic difference. No? If you take some salt and then taste, if you take a bitter thing and then take, you should see the difference. So also, you should see the difference, the occasion. Crack the joke according to the context or the occasion. So, otherwise, what will happen? It will have just the opposite effect. See, once one of my colleagues told me that teachers write the side of the textbook joke. That means when he comes to that point, he is reminding himself, he should crack a joke. Whether it is, whether it agrees to the context or it does not suit to the context. He has to crack a joke. Otherwise what will happen? The students will get bored. But if you crack jokes like that, nobody will laugh. Because that is a pre-arranged joke. Joke should come automatic. That is. And Phaeton says, no, brevity is the soul of wit. Brevity, brief. Brevity is the soul of wit. I like it. So that is a famous sentence, no? Brevity. Brevity, brief. So he says, brevity is the soul of wit. This is Phaeton's own word. That means short, the wit should be short and at the same time should come automatically. Not that, yes, I will now crack a joke. Nobody will laugh. And the worst thing in this world is, the greatest of all tragedies is, you crack a joke and people don't laugh. What a terrible thing it is. I had such occasions in my life, that's why I told you. Yes. So there you are. And then he says, there should be difference between the context. So your talk, your joke should be according to the context. That's the thing. And it should agree to the context. Suppose you are in the church, people are praying. At that time, you crack a joke which has got some obscene taste. Well, people will just get angry with you. Understand that? Like that. So don't do that. And same thing, see, when there is a time, there is a very solemn meeting is going on. Very solemn and very serious. Say, let's say something for welcoming some important person. At that time, you crack a joke which is totally out of context, then you will be beaten up. So you should know the difference between saltness and bitterness. That means they should know when and where to crack a joke. That's the point. When and where to crack a joke. Understand? Certainly, he that had a satirical vein. Some people have the satirical vein. Satirical means making fun of everybody, criticizing everybody for everything. They have got their temperament is like whatever happens, they will make it. After all, what is this? So certainly, he that has the satirical vein, as he maketh others afraid of his wit. For example, we have got Alexander Pope. Other people are afraid of him. Dryden, the great John Dryden, he was a satirist and other people were afraid of him. And also all those people who wrote dramas those days. playwrights of those days. Understand? And then what happened is that, so remember, certainly he that hath the satirical vein, as he maketh others afraid of his wit. So when you find somebody, a person who always criticizes or fooling others, then when we see them, we are afraid of them. Now he is going to say something terrible, you see. So then what happens is, so he had need be afraid of others' memory. That is the thing. We are afraid of your wit, but you should be afraid of our memory. What does that mean? If you make such derogatory or bad remarks about us, we will keep it in our memory, and when we get chance, we will also retaliate. That is the meaning. Listen. So you should be very careful. So that is about jest. Now we saw jesting is good, but there are certain subjects that you should not jest about or crack jokes about. But there are some people who do it, and that should be bridled or controlled. And to that, to explain that further, Phaeton quotes from Ovid, says, when Apollo's son wanted to drive chariot of the sun, Apollo advised his son to control, means bridle the horse. Bridle the horse means use only the reins, not the spur. If you use the spur, it will run very fast and you won't be able to control it. So therefore he advises, exactly like that, Bacon advises those people who have a satirical vein, control your vein, or control your that habit of fooling everybody. Because if you fool people and if you hurt them by your words, remember, they have memories, they will keep it in their mind and they will hit you back when there is a chance. I think that you have been following it very well. But before that, please read our slogan. Together we will be spreading this: break the chain and crush Corona. Hope that you are following all the instructions given by our government, both the central and the state. So stay at home and be safe. See, there is a difference between stay at home and stay home. Stay at home means you are doing it willingly. Stay home is a condition where you are supposed to. Listen, he's staying home, that means it's a condition. But here, condition means that is something where you have to do. But here, stay at home means you do it willingly. Understand? So I would suggest that you stay at home. You do it willingly so that we can together fight this pandemic which has gripped the human race, not this country or that country, but the human race. So we should stand together, and for this is our survival. Understand that? This is the do or die. That's the thing. So that is do or die is a slogan given to us by Mahatma Gandhi, our father of our nation. So you can apply that here also in this context. Do or die. That is, if you don't follow the instructions given by governments, then what will happen is sometimes it will end in tragedy. So my dear friends, my dear young friends, I appeal to you. I being your teacher, I appeal to you. I hope that you will definitely give heed to my words. So once again, break the chain and crush Corona. The earlier, the better. Listen. So see you again. Till we meet again. Bye. Have a nice time. Take care of your health.